be a quick little sidebar. You know, some things going on in the industry. Obviously, we've been doing some great pendings on movies and things like that. Recent movie that came out, Black Widow, had theatrical release as well as Disney Plus Premiere Access. I believe we spoke about Premiere Access stuff before. If we liked it, we didn't like it. But just to recap, were you for it or?
Yeah. During the pandemic, I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't mind. I was gonna watch it when it was available anyway, and I'll still watch it. I guess I can, but I definitely.
If we get the movies, then absolutely.
Have you guys bought anything in Premiere? Because this is what, Mulan?
No, wait, no, I'm sorry, wait.
Wait, what?
The Premiere Access part, no,
that's
the free stuff they're giving you. I'm not paying for
Oh, yeah, that's right. I mean, you have.
I appreciate existing because I can pirate it. The second
Oh, got you.
I'm not paying $30 on my subscription.
Got you. Okay, well, as well, I am not for it. I was against it. I prefer the theatrical, release on certain movies. Which, by the way, you guys are going to see Suicide Squad in the theaters after we finish this recording. I will be watching on HBO Max, but that is free. Not paying for that. But maybe later I might go and see it again. Who knows? But the option is there.
But you gotta watch it first in the theater. That's the first one I watch these.
The biggest screen.
Listen,
he's gonna edit this out.
The Expendables of the Galaxy. I'm not too hyped for. I can wait for that. But back to
calling out Best Picture.
But back to Disney Plus, Black Widow. You guys said you weren't on that episode we did Black Widow.
Yes, he was. He showed up 4 hours late.
He commented.
He gave a score.
I have the Rugrats and kids. I give my score.
Oh, you did. Okay, so man, you get man.
I get it.
Okay, I said it was dope. But in other news, after that, the numbers came out, the money that it did. I'll probably add that in post. Because I don't know the specific numbers, but it doesn't matter. It's not my money. But Scarlett Johansson has after that sued the House of Mouse, and because being a producer on the movie, it's going to be some extra money in her pocket from the box office and things like that. And she feels that Disney Plus Premiere release cut into that. So, what's your thoughts on that?
So, first, I mean, it depends on the contract you sign with them. That was released. Like if they ahead of time like this is where your royalties come from, and we can do what the fuck we want, and she signed it, then you should have known better. Black Widow. That's how I look at it. But I do, from her standpoint, I do definitely understand how you release at the same time. You're fucking with money, and then that's what you in this for. You want to make money and make much money as possible. You fuck with your money, so I definitely understand where she's coming from. If it's if it's not tied to her contract, which I doubt it's not, because Disney fucking ties up every fucking loose end possible. Mickey Mouse don't play. But then I'm for her. I definitely understand the reason why, and it makes sense because you're gonna lose out on so much money because of that. You do have a lot of people who work, people who have a family. $30 Premiere Access, you get 5-7 bumfuckers in a couch. You good versus bringing everyone to the theaters and paying tickets.
About 15 a pop or so.
I get it, but it definitely fucks with her money. It definitely fucks with the release money, especially if her royalties only came from tickets sold in theaters like that. So it really depends on that.
What's your thoughts?
I agree.
Okay,
fuck the House of Mouse. Scarlett definitely has the RDJ deal, which is about time, where she gets a certain amount of percentage on the back end. If they can delay 007 for 2 years, they could have delayed this some more. Disney, for whatever reason, decided, fuck it, let's do it now, and it is what it is. It did okay. She played ball. She promoted it. Fair. The contract is a contract. To John's point, we don't have all the details just yet, but I agree that it should happen. It's also going to set a precedent, though. I honestly think they're going to make it go away. I think they're going to just settle out of court because it's going to be really bad if they don't. But I also think this also means the end of day and date Disney movies with Marvel movies being released. I can't see them continue. But then again, not everybody has Scarlett Johansson's contracts. So
well, at this moment, the last movie that they had Disney Plus specifically on their premiere release was Jungle Cruise, The Rock. Which also did very bad with the numbers wise.
It did really well financially.
It did okay.
It grew business from Friday to Saturday, which is unheard of in the industry. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously Dwayne's going to promote it like Dwayne.
Right.
They did horrible with the critics.
Well, that too. but the money still wasn't what was expected from them. Because I think even with their Premiere Access, they don't get like half what like Black Widow did, and they expected more because it's more of a family movie. So you figured if more families were thinking stay home and watch it, they expected more.
All about family.
Well, it was.
That's a good point.
That is true, but I guess the trailers didn't really present that as much as Jungle Cruise. They thought, oh, it's a Disney ride.
Hey, either of you watched Jungle Cruise?
I haven't watched it yet.
Because it's $30.
Yeah,
I got it for free and I'm not watching it.
I mean, I've watched every Rock movie so far, including Tooth Fairy. I like the Rock movies. I don't think there's a bad Rock movie. I think there's like the Skyscraper one. I was like, all right, but I still fight for it.
Did you watch Young Rock? The show?
No, I didn't watch the TV show.
Oh, so it's like
It's a movie.
Young Rock is pretty good.
Not a TV show, but
Rampage?
too much work. Rampage, yeah, I like Rampage.
Rampage is not bad. Yeah.
I like San Andreas. Like, I like anything
San
about
Andreas is
shit.
alright.
I love fucking the first. What's the shit with fucking Sean William Scott?
The Rundown.
The Rundown.
I love that
That's an
shit.
action classic.
I fucking love that.
And this situation is similar to what HBO Max was going through first. When they first said, you know what, all our movies, throw them all out there. And I believe Christopher Nolan, he had some issues with that. A few producers and directors and things that spoke out.
Denis Villeneuve, fucking Dune, got fucked over.
Right.
I really still hope that it gets pushed, I guess, again, because I don't want it to be on HBO Max. That movie deserves IMAX. Carry on.
Right.
Dune.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, that shit looks
The
great.
main issue that the producers and stuff is facing is that, you know, they get money from tickets, box office, so forth, but when it's streamed, that money is straight to the pocket of the streaming app. You know what I'm saying?
Do we know if Shang-Chi was confirmed for Disney Plus?
Again, like this, from what they've said, Jungle Cruise is the last one slated to be Premier Access. It may change, may not change, but that's all. That date when they came out with the calendar, they said Black Widow, Jungle Cruise, Cruella, Mulan.
Cruella was good, though.
Luca wasn't. There's about 4 or 5 of them. And speaking of Cruella, after that, Emma Stone actually jumped in and she threw her hat into the ring as well.
So that movie was good. As Joker.
But did she have that
Joker.
that tool that Scarlett Johansson?
Well, it depends on the contract. It's literally, and to me, I look at it as it's not personal. I don't think
It's just business.
I don't think Emma or Scarlett is upset with, you know, the company that they work with or what have you. I think, you know, it's just, hey, my accountant and my lawyer's gonna call you.
I know Goofy would never stand for this shit. They would do Goofy movie 3, I guarantee you.
But that's mainly what it comes down to. It's just like, all right, listen, I got a few discrepancies. My lawyer's gonna call you. It's not. I just want to make sure things is right on this end and let the lawyers fight it out. That's what it seems.
She also got the Feige blessing, the co-sign.
Right, which is big. Right, let's get into that because that's, you know, he pretty much runs, you know, Disney right now. Marvel's carrying them. He chipped in on the Star Wars side. He's got, you know, Favreau came from under his umbrella. He's now taking over, you know, Star Wars and did Lion King remake and some other things for them, Jungle Book, and so Feige not, you know, speaking up for her is big. And,
Big deal.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to? You said they might settle. You think
I think they'll settle out of court. We're not going to hear about this. This is going to go away.
Right.
The House of Mouse will make it disappear.
the same thing?
Definitely. And I think making it disappear, they're definitely like, instead of ScarJo bragging, like, listen, but under the rule, you can't say what happened.
Exactly.
Oh, so NDA. Okay. Yeah, I think I agree. I think it's going to be settled because it's bad for them. You know, even though that wasn't one of the biggest movies, it's, you know, it's their thing. It's a Marvel brand, and they want to keep that going. They don't want to make Feige mad, you know, because HBO Max are always looking like, Feige, you want to come with us? And they already took James Gunn after when they fired him. They was like, James, come on up, right?
Another project for him.
So he's done with Suicide Squad. That's dropping. And he's producing the show for John Cena's show.
Yeah.
He's not directing it, right? He's producing it.
I think he's producing it.
Okay, and there's rumor that.
No, I think he might be actually doing it. I think he's actually directing it.
Oh, okay.
Too, because he's been actively promoting it with John.
Right.
Who dresses up as a peacemaker and goes everywhere.
The character is
That's
filming.
okay.
Yeah,
His
that
character
character is
from
filming. Yeah. So that's happening, and then he's gonna next year I think jump back to Disney and do these Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and then
That's done already.
Chapter 3.
That's going to be released. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, but did they start filming Chapter 3 or Mixtape 3, whatever they call it?
But now, I don't remember how it works exactly. I think it had a big drop off the next week after that, but didn't like Fast 9 have like a crazy movie theater they actually released? Like,
I think it's number one.
More domestic. I know it was as always.
It's already, but then it dropped on video on demand a month later, which is that's never happened.
Right.
So the bootleg's been out.
Yeah.
but hasn't that like helped show that like we don't really need the streaming thing like we want? Yeah.
What it did was prove that you can do both.
Mm-hmm.
Because people still went to the theaters and a bunch of people watched it at home too. But if you got actors that got contracts tied to the money only from the theaters,
Right.
unless they cut them in on digital distribution, which hasn't happened because it's a new thing.
Right. Because
We'll see if in the
they
future
have
that's right.
DVD deals. Because
Yeah.
that was old
Exactly.
school. That was legacy. The streaming thing is still something new that most people haven't factored into contracts yet. So it's gonna make people now add that into contracts.
Which is crazy because you figure as streaming got popular, they already knew to do it with music. So you figure they would have just made that movie. I was like,
But yeah, remember, Scarlett was tied into this contract since Iron Man 2.
So if you think about, I don't know if you guys read about the Matt Damon thing, the 10% of box office.
Matt Damon.
He was offered 10% of Avatar of the box office back end, which and he turned it down because he was busy.
I didn't hear about that.
That ended up making $1 billion.
Highest grossing movie.
2 billion.
Yeah, 2 point. Yeah,
2 point something. It was the highest Endgame. So that made him
back
give away he lost the most money of any actor ever. So he got the record for that. So these back end deals are lucrative.
Right. But it's box office.
It's box office.
That was the focus, right? So now they're gonna start factoring it. Kind of like you said, the music business. They got to start rearranging their contracts now, and I think that's why Marvel announced a week ago that they're going to start doing more short-term contracts. And they remember they tried to do the 5-picture, 7-picture deals.
Right.
Now they're doing 1-2 pictures. It's going to probably be a renegotiation every time because some people's star powers rise, some people's star powers drop.
As a fan, though, I'm not gonna lie. As a fan, if I was the actor or actress, I want that kind of deal. Like 2 or 3 films that I could renegotiate. As a fan,
it depends on
I
your
want you
situation.
locked 10 years.
Yeah.
Now I know you my character for that long.
Right.
You did a great job. I want to keep it that way.
And it hurts too because the internet gets everything so fast. It was like that was a lot of people saying that with Mortal Kombat. They were like, oh, we know this dude's Sub-Zero for 3 movies. I'm not too focused on this movie gonna end up because we know there's more.
Also,
coming.
the international releases, sometimes Europe gets it earlier.
Yeah.
As well.
So sometimes, right, so with the internet, it's kind of better. We can have a handshake deal for 5 pictures, but we're only gonna release that you're signed on one time, and you know, so.
Which, I mean, it makes sense because you remember, again, back to music industry. Remember, rappers used to get fucked to like 5 album deals, 10 album deals, and you stuck. So I get the movement and change. I'm surprised they didn't do it faster from learning what the music did. I'm also surprised big stars. I mean, they probably did. We don't know their contracts. But I'm surprised big stars like even like Robert Downey Jr. weren't like, hey, I already know how music happened in the 90s. So with this bitter shit, like let's go.
RDJ got taken care of.
I was gonna say it's the leverage.
After the first one, he got taken care
With
of.
the first movie, he didn't have the leverage.
He made less than Tarantino.
Because he was a liability. He was alcoholic. He was in jail.
He was Iron Man.
But not yet.
He was doing the Perico, yeah.
Right, not yet.
He was Perico Man.
Yeah, it was when he's in the that's why.
The only movie he had done was Guide to Recognizing Our Saints and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. 2 great movies.
Right.
So
but there was
but
that's
there was
why
no Iron Man.
the short movie. So it's
I
like
just meant that he was Tony Stark.
he could have took.
Oh yeah.
The women, the drugs, the alcohol.
He could have took the success of that movie and then used that for leverage for other movies, and so that's why the short term.
Right. Fuck, what's the other one?
Don't talk about Doolittle.
And they
Nobody
didn't
go see
but
Doolittle.
he was a producer on all of them. He got producer money and backing money on all of them.
He's doing that show with a little weird kid on Netflix with the weird dog tooth, something like that, something too.
Oh yeah. Sweet Tooth.
Sweet Tooth. Yeah. It's based on comic, but he's making money off that.
And then
I think he's behind
and all his deals now, because like I said, he has leverage now. So all his deals now is producers.
Only because you mentioned it earlier with the Matt Damon thing, by the way.
Matt Damon.
With Avatar, like, do y'all care about 2? Because it's probably signed to 5.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't think that.
Isn't it like 15 years ago?
I didn't even like the first one, to be honest.
Yeah,
I fell asleep on
I
it.
made that money.
It was beautiful to
The 3D
watch.
was dope.
Yeah,
I fell asleep on it, and there was stuff trickling in front of my face.
I can tell you, I've never rewatched
I'm pretty sure Cameron's gonna drop
No,
that.
I did. I rewatched it because I was like, maybe I'm bugging.
It was Pocahontas. It was Blue Pocahontas.
And that's why I watched it again to make sure I'm not just bugging. I really didn't. I didn't like it.
That is a hot actor.
No, she's not.
She was okay.
Not hot anything.
What?
Well, that's definitely sidebar.
Yeah.
You see losers coming out of your
No,
mind.
Zoe Saldana. No, to Rihanna. That's right. I said what I
When
said.
she put on the baby,
I said what I
when
said.
she had the baby though, and things were filling out.
Star Lord deserves better. I said what I said.
Have you seen fucking losers? Of course you've seen losers.
Oh, yeah, Losers.
You seen Colombiano? That one scene she was in the
She's not even Colombiana. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
God.
Dominican?
Bro,
That's not the name of the movie.
bro, in the green
We're
fucking
going off
patch
topic.
makeup,
It's a separate sidebar.
Yeah. But speaking of Matt Damon, did you guys hear his apology for something that he didn't ask for? He
Unfortunately.
came out nowhere saying, I'm not using the F word anymore.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's out of context.
I know.
Poor Majesty, he's putting his fucking foot in his
It was
mouth.
just mad random.
He's from Boston. They use that word all the time
Hey
for
guys,
anything.
I'm not using the F word anymore.
To show love. Like, what's up, John?
What's wrong with fuck?
Not
Not
that.
that.
Right?
But yeah, it was. So he was quoting his own movie to his daughter at the dinner table. That just seems random. And then she was like, "Don't say
You should know
that."
better because cancel culture is like all over.
Does he have a-
But his own
does he
And
have
it's
a
bad
daughter
enough
in
that fucking Amanda, that stupid Amanda movie, Amanda
Yeah,
Knox
Knox.
movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he got a lot of heat for that
I
too.
guess he didn't expect his daughter to be snitched. Like.
He was talking about it. He was the one talking about
Oh,
it.
that's true. He snitched on himself. So yeah, we'll
That's what
go
I'm
to
saying.
that. But
Idiot.
yeah, Matt Damon.
At the moment, Ben Affleck's winning.
Yeah,
Ben Matt Damon.
No, because those are old cheeks.
But
another sidebar.
they're beautiful old cheeks.
Are they though?
They're not as good as they was back then. They're not as.
Ben came off Ana de Armas.
Okay.
Those are top tier.
One, I need to know
10
that.
out of 10. 2. Yes, you fucking do.
I know. And 2, more importantly, but is there better 50-year-old cheeks?
Something higher.
I thought cheeks expire at 40. What are we talking about?
Nah, definitely not. There's definitely a 55, 56 limit.
I think we covered everything.
I think
I think we're good there. Matt Damon.
So,
Matt Damon. Oh, South Park.
Props to Scarlett.
South Park. No, just real
What you
quick.
saw, yeah. Breaking news.
Breaking news. I was about to tweet that one day.
$900 million is a lot of money for
Big
Matt and
money
Trey.
for how many
Right.
seasons? How many more seasons? is it?
I think it was 9 more seasons,
Yeah.
but 14 movies, which I'm assuming the movies are the pandemic specials.
Right.
That's a lot.
That's great.
I'm so confused. Like, I loved South Park growing up, and I loved South Park even a few years ago, but I haven't really kept up with it.
I learned a lot.
Enough for 9 more seasons?
Yeah, the last couple of seasons were so
But
great.
Simpsons is on season 35. So.
Yeah. The good thing about South Park is it's relevant to the current events.
That's one thing I do. Like, I try to explain.
Yeah, they do it weekly.
My
They
mom,
literally make it during the
my
week.
mom one time was like, yo, like, why you still watch South Park? I was like, maybe not. You can actually learn more and understand more of what's going on.
I learned about Scientology. I learned about Scientology from South Park. When they put the comment,
Yes, this is really for real though. Yeah.
and I was like, no.
Science fiction writer. This is. Oh,
So
God.
I really
Still love you, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he was a fun guy.
Yes.
He was a classic.
Yeah,
R. Kelly.
Tom Cruise.
R. Kelly's in prison right now.
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby not.
No?
No.
But that was technicality. We'll talk about that another day
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
another
South Park's coming back. We're good on that. I'm happy with that. That's all I got. What else you got? You guys good? You guys good?
Thumbs up, ScarJo. Thumbs down, Zendaya. Not Zendaya.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Good job.
I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name
Zoe
anymore.
Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
What's her
Yeah,
name?
now Saldana.
But hype to see
Zendaya,
Suicide
you're
Squad.
good. You're not fucking tough.
I can't wait to see
Venom trailer. Carnage. Feel about that?
Yeah. I wish it was rated R, but
I love the way it looked. I think Woody Harrelson's perfect. I love Woody Harrelson. I think
the
he's lovely.
transformation effects, the Carnage.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I don't know what the reason is. Why can't Venom have this?
Because it's not tied to Spider-Man officially yet.
But it's on the same.
Not yet.
Sony.
He'll get it in the future, I hope.
Multiverse.
He'll get it in the future, I hope.
But Sony is
Ultimate Venom doesn't have the spider, so they can go by that.
I didn't even like the
Spider-Man is
Maxwell
on
Carnage
Sony.
type
Yeah, but not yet.
contract.
Not yet. Multiverse contract. I love the white spider. Hopefully we can get it soon. But it'll probably be gold when Feige gets around to it.
Right.
Cocksucking money.
So what else? Shang-Chi, we went a month away?
The poster came out, looks like shit. I'm not hearing any hype. Close enough.
Close enough, yeah.
I'm not hearing any hype. I'm excited.
I'm taking it like Guardians. I knew nothing about it. I don't know about Shang-Chi.
I know a little bit more about
Because
Shang-Chi.
obviously Guardians with the cast and everything you knew was gonna be great. Especially with
I'm
the
more excited
green,
for
beautiful Zoe
to
Saldana.
see
But anyway,
Kang in Shang-Chi than Shang-Chi.
I'm trying to see how Abomination comes in, and I'm hoping that means we're gonna red Like, there's so many things that I'm hyped for.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping the side things get Thunderbolts and like. So I'm waiting to see how it goes. And then apparently, what if
What if it's
part
gonna
of
be canon?
Canon is like canon, so it's part of the multiverse, which is fucking dope. So I love that.
So we got a lot of things to look forward to. Great pinnings will be coming soon for all that. A couple people hit me up, said they want to do some great pinnings on some music. So we will be doing some music, great pinnings and stuff as well.
They still release music?
They do.
We were gonna do Yonda. Yonda?
I thought you wanted to do the new Billie
But
Eilish.
it's never-
You wanna do the new Billie Eilish?
I kind of we can talk about that. We can talk about that later.
It's never got
I'll be a great pinning for that. After I get a nap in, because that Billie Eilish album is a little not for me. It's not for me, but you know, whatever.
That means it's good, kids. That means it's
For
good.
the kids, maybe, yeah. So we'll probably do some music stuff too. If you guys got any suggestions, let us know. We can, do some
Like,
stuff.
comment,
So we
subscribe,
see,
yeah.
well, they definitely see more movies than I even see. But we see
I saw
more
3
movies that we
movies
actually
today.
discuss. So if it's somebody y'all want us to know our review on, we can still give you a little quick, rundown on other movies as well.
Watch The Green Knight.
There you go.
Sony, a white spider.
I know you're watching, Feige. Talk to your boys at Sony.
There you go.
Avi.
We out here.